In the continuation to introduction of CAD CAM and CAE, let us understand some more information about 3D CAD tools. Each and every 3D CAD tool actually works on some parameters, or I will call it as some guidelines. These guidelines helps us in maintaining, controlling, as well as designing the models, assemblies, as well as generating the draftings. These parameters are: first, feature based modeling; second, parametric modeling; and third, associativity feature. There are many more, but we will be discussing these three only, as these three are common in all the CAD tools. First comes feature based modeling. What exactly feature based modeling is? As an example, whenever we go for any assembly, now whether you create any assembly in real life or whether you create any assembly in your CAD tool, doesn't matter. What you do is you create the parts, or basically you are dividing your assembly into some parts. So when we go for creating a model in our CAD tools, what we do is we divide our part into some steps, because using a single feature, using a single command, it is kind of impossible to create any model. So what we do is we divide it into some steps, and those steps are actually called as feature in the term of software. So build one simple feature at a time. For any model, I will be creating one simple feature at a time, then another feature, then another feature. So the second feature of mine will be based on the first feature. It will take the reference of first feature. As you can see in the image, the steps I have shown for creating the connecting rod. So in the first step I had just created a pad, then in the second step I had added some of the material on the upper side, then in third step another material is added, in the fourth step I have created one hole, in the fifth step another hole, in the sixth step fillets are applied, in the seventh step another hole at the side is created. So this connecting rod is being created in these steps, and these steps are actually your features in the software. So whatever model we have to create, we will divide that model into some steps, and we will be performing those steps in the term of features from the software. This is your feature based modeling. Similarly, when we want the further modifications as well, then separately I can select any of the feature and I can modify that feature. This is what CAD tools are offering to you. Next comes parametric modeling. Parameters are actually the dimensions that we provide to our sketches or the features. The model geometry is controlled by dimensions and parameters. I told you that CAD tools allows us to easily modify the parts we have created. So how we exactly modify those parts? We modify those parts by using dimensions and parameters. We control our geometry by dimensions and parameters. When a dimension value is modified, the relevant geometry is automatically updated. You can see the image. Total 3 cylinders are shown. In the first cylinder, height of the cylinder is 18.5, and there is a hole placed from the top surface 8 mm below from the top surface of the cylinder. when I modify the parameter of height of cylinder to 25, you can see this hole which has been placed at 8 mm, it is also shifted. Why? Because I have taken the top surface as a reference for that. This is your parametric modeling. I had defined a parameter from the top surface. It is maintaining that parameter from the top surface. In the third case, I am modifying the diameter of hole as well as the height of hole from the top surface, so that has automatically been updated. Whatever the modification I have to perform, I will be changing the parameters or dimensions and I will be able to get the result. I don't need to delete that feature and create a new one. No, we don't have to do that. The same term is actually referred as parent-child relationship. What happens is a feature referenced during creation become parent. So in this case, the hole of 5 diameter is actually a child feature and its parent feature is your cylinder which you have created. If parent feature changes, the child feature predictably change accordingly. So I had changed the parent feature 18.5 to 25, the height of cylinder, the child feature automatically changes. This is what parametric modeling is. Next is associativity features. Associativity feature is basically the dependency. There are many modules we have in each of the CAD tool. We have part design module, we have assembly design module, we have drafting module, we have manufacturing module. So when I create a part, the same part I will be using for the assembly, the same part I will be generating the drafting for. Now if any revision comes for the particular part, then I don't need to change that revision in all the environments. What I will be doing, I will open any of the environment, I will make the required changes in that part and it will automatically be updated in all the remaining environments wherever I have used that part. As an example shown, there is a part, the same part is being used for the assembly and for the same part the drafting is generated. If any modification or any update comes for dimension of the part or any new feature is required to be added or any available feature is required to be removed, then I just have to open the part environment, I just have to open that file, I'll make the changes and I will save that. Whenever I will open the assembly file, those changes which I had made in the part will be reflected in the assembly, as well as whenever I will open the drafting file, those changes will be updated. If not, then sometimes we just have to press update button, those changes will automatically be updated. You don't need to make the changes by entering into each and every environment. This facility is maintained by each and every CAD tools, which has actually made our work very easy. It is saving our time and we are able to do the modification work very easily. So this was all about the introduction to CAD, CAM and CAE, how that technologies work, where exactly you can use the technologies, what are the features. We have also discussed more detail about CAD technologies. There are 3 pillars available. I can say these 3 as a pillar for CAD tools, because each and every CAD tool work on these 3 bases. In the later on, in the next part of the session, we will be starting with the software CATIA. We will have a discussion regarding the CATIA, how exactly it works, where we can use the CATIA, what are the industries they are using CATIA. We will also have a look at the graphical user interface and some initial settings of CATIA. Thank you.